Welcome to Daughters of Reykjavik, the YouTube series. To quickly introduce ourselves, the Daughters of Reykjavik are a 9-piece all-female hip-hop collective from Iceland. In these series, we will be discussing a topic based on a song from our newly released album Soft Spot. We will discuss the topic among ourselves as well as with a female guest from the music industry. In this episode, we will hear from our band member Steiney, and our guest this episode is the Icelandic punk band GRÓA. This episode is titled A Song to Kill Boys To, and in it we will be discussing aggression. My name is Salka, and I will be your host. Enjoy! Good evening, YouTube! Welcome to our show. We are the Daughters of Reykjavik. We are really high. Just kidding.
No.
It's like 12:30.
It's illegal in Iceland.
Weed is illegal in Iceland, so if you're in Iceland, do not smoke it. But if you are in Colorado, 420 blazes every day, baby.
Okay, we're not high.
We're not high. We're just really tired because it's like 12:30 and we've been shooting for 14
since 9 a.m. this morning.
I can't even calculate how long that is.
No.
I'm really bad at math.
Oh, I should be good. It's like 15 and a half hours. Oh.
Finally, we found your talent.
Yes.
Yeah, I was always pretty bad at math. My brother just he just graduated from
college.
God. He studied math and he got like 10 in every class,
His
every
average
year.
was 10.
His average was 10.
There was not a single grade that he got that was not 10. That is insane.
I don't understand. Like also the pressure when you're like in...
Yeah.
Imagine doing your last quiz.
Yeah. The last exam. You've had straight 10s.
For 3 years.
For 3 years. It's the very last and you're like, what if I get 9.5 now?
Oh my God, the pressure would kill me.
Anyway,
this is
we're not high on drugs. What we're high on is
sleep.
Work and sleep. Yeah.
No, lack of.
Lack of sleep, overworked.
Yeah.
This is not a good episode.
I think this is great.
Why would people want to watch us talking while we're super tired?
I would love to listen to this when I was really tired as well.
Okay. This is great if you're going to sleep.
But then later in the episode, we're going to listen to GRÓA.
So just before you're just falling asleep, you fell asleep from this episode.
This is a perfect napping episode. If you're like, need to take a nap.
Yes.
And then you need to wake up.
Yeah. You need to wake up in approximately 40 minutes. This is the perfect episode.
Okay.
So, do you have a memory of being like unusually aggressive?
Yes.
Really?
Right now.
Oh no.
No. Yeah. When I was a child.
Oh, because you were an angry child.
I was an extremely angry child. I've never met a child as angry as I was.
I've never met an angry child. I feel, oh yes I have, but not like...
Maybe, I mean, I guess children... Yeah, I've definitely met some angry children, like where I feel that they feel powerless.
Yes.
You know, and children often feel powerless, and I think it.
And they try to control the situation by just.
Yeah, and they feel they're like they don't have the motor skills, and sometimes when children are bright.
Yeah.
Early on in some aspect, they can get so frustrated that they don't have more freedom and they don't have more abilities physically, you know. They aren't able to open the door or, you know, and it's so frustrating if you're there mentally. Functioning mentally in a way that is maybe, and it's so hard for...
So that's what happened with you?
I think so. I think I was like pretty fast developing a lot of things mentally.
That makes sense.
And then like...
Very bright.
Yeah, and then I just like it was done at 5, and it's been the same since. No. But angry and small. No, but like I think I was definitely I like started speaking really early and stuff. So I think I just was. I think that's what happened basically. That I felt more adult than I physically was, and I wasn't allowed to be adult, obviously, and therefore I felt this like immense anger all the time, and I felt so powerless, and I felt so like paralyzed with anger and rage that I tried to like control every aspect of my life, of myself. Like I did tests in communication, like if I say this and this and this person will feel this eventually towards me and stuff. I would do like social experiments to be able to like, okay, now I control the way I control the way this person looks at me, or like whether she trusts me or not.
That's next level.
I would do that, and then I would do experiments on myself where I like deny myself the idea of being cold. Like, I'm not gonna be cold. I'm just not cold, and therefore I'm not cold. Like, I can't feel it.
But wouldn't you get sick? Because we live in Iceland.
I've heard that that's kind of like a myth.
Really?
I have heard that.
So you should just let your kids...
I've never read an article about it, but I've heard that like getting a cold from being not well dressed is not a thing, because it's just a bacterial thing. It's just a flu.
Ah.
But this is
okay.
I don't want to like say this. I could very well be wrong about this, but this is something.
But then why are we always putting on clothes?
I mean, it's uncomfortable to be cold.
Okay.
And you can freeze to death.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's just like the association of like getting a cold.
But I could imagine like, because you can die from cold.
Yeah.
That some of your like organs or like some parts of your body will start to not function as well as they could when you get colder.
I think it's like well, there is though a difference between you know, a light symptom of something and like
and death.
Yeah, and death. I don't know. Maybe like your skin could be pulled off your finger, which won't kill you, but like if you would be skinned, you could die. I don't know. Maybe that's a horrible comparison, but like I guess you could. There's in some doses physical endurance is possible.
Yeah.
I think I did like, to some extent, like manage to convince myself that I was I didn't feel as much cold as other people, but and there's a bunch of people that do that, like Wim Hof stuff, you know, where they are able to. Didn't he like walk Everest in a swimsuit?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he did, and he just with like mental training and breathing exercises and stuff. So you can like train your body to do really crazy things. And I believed that I was, you know, I believed that I was able to do a lot of these things. So I think I did do them to some extent. And then I also did this with eating. I was like, denied myself food. And because I didn't want to be,
so you were like anorexic or something?
No,
like had an eating disorder?
It was not at all about weight or body image or anything. It was about
control.
It was about not being like dependent upon food, anything, you know.
Whoa.
I wanted to be independent of everything.
Whoa.
So like if I didn't need food, which I obviously need, but like if I didn't feel as often as it was controlling my doings, my way of living, then I would be independent somewhat of that as a thing that controlled my life, you know.
Wow.
So it's just like this immense need to control everything.
Yeah. But so in this state of being an angry child, do you have memories of being very like aggressive to other people? Like what you're like telling me is like sounds really where you're really aggressive to yourself.
Yeah.
Like
I do. I was like really mean to kids.
Oh, you were like a really smart, mean child.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so happy I did not know you at that time.
Yeah.
I would have been 5 years older than you anyway, but still, I'm such a sensitive flower.
I also lied, like,
Really?
chronically, like crazy much.
Oh, you just like realized like, oh, this is something I can do.
Yeah, I think so. I loved lying. I thought it was like very nourishing.
Do you still do it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Thank you for saying yes. You
Yeah.
could have very easily said no.
I do lie, but I'm not like, I don't lie anything that's like serious. Usually, most of the time, nothing that like could. Sometimes I do catch myself lying, and I'm like, this is like somebody is gonna figure this out, and this is like, you know, gonna be not a major issue, but it's gonna be like their way of
What kind
seeing.
of lies?
Like when I tell stories about something, I just, well, a lot of like white lies, just like, oh, make it bigger, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then, yeah, basically, like mainly that now. I'm not like, oh, my shoes are red when they're blue, or I don't know. I'm not just like changing the facts completely or something for no apparent reason. I'm more like making something bigger, or
More dramatic.
yeah, or making myself look better or something.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like a lie. I think most
We
people
all do that.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it's a problem. But when I was a kid, I was like, I once lied to my friend. We were in a summer camp, and I lied to her that her mother had died.
What?
Yeah. Like my mom called me, and then after our phone call, I was like, hey, did your mom call you? She was like, no. I was like, yeah, my mom just called me and told me your mother died. And she like thought her mother had died for like 40 minutes. And then she was crying, and I was like, yeah, you should cry, your mother just died.
What?
Which is like crazy to do.
Why?
And that same friend, I like punched her in the head with a knife because she cut my rhubarb. Like the one I had my eye on.
Okay. This is scary. This is aggressive.
This is really aggressive.
Oh
I'm
my
like
God.
realizing no. Well, I did realize before.
Why did you do these things?
I don't know. I think I just wanted to feel that I could say something to her that and know her reaction. I could make her do something.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh my God, people that see the show are gonna think I am going to be a serial killer,
Wow.
I think.
It's just so far away from me to like, even think about saying a lie like this. Like,
I was like 12 maybe, no, 11 or something.
okay.
No, I was less than 12, way less. I was
Yeah.
8 maybe.
Wow.
I'm sure I did
Like,
not
I would
understand
get,
the
like,
emotional impact of me saying this. I'm sure I was not fully aware
Yeah.
of the emotional impact it has on a person
No,
telling
no.
them that their mother dies.
Oh my God.
But I did say it. Oh my God, yeah. It's amazing that this person is still my friend.
You're still friends?
Yep.
Do you want to give her a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Boel. For enduring me as a lying psychopath. when I
Oh
was a
my
child.
God. Did she also lie to you?
No, I'm not sure. Well, probably, but like when we were teenagers, she became like more popular than me, and then she was a little bit
She didn't need the lying.
no, and then she was like not very nice to me sometimes.
Oh, okay. So that
so
was
she
her
got her payback. time, I
Okay,
think.
okay.
I think we both were like had moments where we weren't really nice to each other.
I think my aggressiveness, like I was just always so anxious and so like even imagining lying to somebody, just something very small, it just like it just doesn't. It's just yeah. It's not even idea. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I should be in that. What was it like? Ricky Gervais movie, like Invention of Lying. Like that's what I need in my life to like realize it's okay to lie a little bit. Like I will exaggerate stories, but I'm more trying to like make them more simple. But like, yeah, I don't know how to lie. But what I have done, which is aggressive, is I once hit my friend.
Really? So you're like a cat
Not
fighter.
like this.
I hope not. That would do nothing for either one of you.
No.
Would humiliate you mostly.
Yeah, it was like in 7th or 8th grade, and she was being really annoying, and basically she was calling me out on my bullshit. And she was like copying me, like I was being like all hormonal and like, you're just and she copied me, and I got so like, who do you think you are? And I came up to her, and she like didn't know what I was gonna do, so she like bent down, and then I hit her in the back.
Yeah, girl.
And then I walked away.
You got her good. I did that to my brother a lot when I was a kid. Like hit him until he bled.
Really? Isak?
Yeah. I hit him until he cried and bled.
This is some really serious stuff.
Yeah.
You told your friend that her mother had died, and then you kept on hitting your brother until he was bleeding.
I did it also because like I hit him when because I was so afraid of the dark when I was a kid. I had like this super fear of the dark. And so I slept in my brother's room on a mattress on the floor with a lamp. Because I couldn't sleep alone in a room for many years.
Whoa.
And he hated this, obviously, because I was just like invading his space and putting on a lamp all the time. And he was like, I just want to sleep alone in the dark. And I was like, no! And I usually also had like music playing or like my traveling DVD kit or something with a movie going on or something, so that I could sleep. And when he like told me he didn't want to have me there, I would hit him because I was so afraid. I think I was like really aggressive towards him because I felt like he was imposing this. He was making me feel this scared or something, not letting me relieve that fright. So I would hit him until he like cried and bled and just like went to sleep, and I could stay in his room.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry to my brother Isak. Shout out to him. He's the one that got all the 10s in math, so now he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. I didn't beat him senseless, at least.
No. You definitely made him stronger.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He hasn't dared to do one mistake since.
I haven't thought about me hitting him for a very long time. I don't think I did it very often, but I have vivid memories of doing it. Also because I think I felt really, really guilty when he started crying, you know.
This is so sad.
I'm like, I can't believe all this is gonna be on the internet. I'm gonna be cancelled.
No, you were a child.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and there's an explanation.
Yeah.
To all of this.
Yeah.
You had some anger issues, and you were a child.
I did go to a lot of anger management.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a very interesting conversation. It did not go in the direction I thought it would.
About aggression.
But I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I guess it's like not, you don't talk about your anger and aggression, especially like the one that's in your past, because I think it's one of the first things. It's obviously so on the surface that like usually, well, not all the time, but like if it is, it's something that I think most parents are very eager to deal with because it's so obviously problematic.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it's quite cleansing to talk about, even though I feel like it's not something that I deal with every day anymore.
No.
I definitely feel like it's a part of me, having like felt angry for a long time. So we're gonna listen to a song that we are performing for you guys. A song to kill boys too. Oh my God, yes, and girls. I'm sorry, I keep calling our imaginary fans guys. I think I'm just desperate for attention.
Boys and girls and other genders, here is a song to kill boys too.
That's low attack.
Oh.
Ég er í skýja borgum, þú ert í skýja sorgum. Með kjaftin opinn, öngum gleipir, beita erfið dorgum. Var þetta vond og tæpast að vaða með grímur og vopn. Nýsta í augunum glitrandi glott, steinar lappinn og sekkur og botnin. Mærin og blá, setjum allt í sundur og beina upp gátt. Fokk já, ég svo sátt, stelpuna grimmar og dýrbátt á blá. Finnum ekki slátt, þurrindi grátt, þingum og lán. Líkbúki blá, vitum upp á hár, hvítur sér ná, einnilega smákart með titrandi tá.
Á mér lítið leyndarmál, ætti kannski að segja þér frá því. Kærastanum mínum frá, þegar ég kastaði honum fyrir bíl, sko. Þetta var ekkert mál, tók bara belti og tjókar smá.
Gekk þetta langt fyrir augun að skrá.
Getum bara sagt að hann segi ekki frá. Pakka honum inn eins og jólagjöf, ekki undir tré heldur ofan í gröf. Þurrka í burt öll fingraför, þurft ekki meir engin amatör. Sett hann í skottið, keyrði út á land, seldi svo slottið og síman á bland. Ekki svo eitthvað sem hann muni sakna, það er ekki séns að hann muni vakna.
Hvort er ég ekki skítu og hótelherbergi, babe? Hvenær fór ég að sofa, babe? Ég nenni ekki að leika þennan leik, svaraði mér, ég lemði, ég lofa, babe. Hættu þetta lúka svo feik, ert ekki dauður, ég gerði ekki neitt. Þú skarði ég sneið, bjó mig til steik, brauti þig beinin, fokk ég veikin. Ég meik ekki heyra fleiri dúta, að hleyti mig feitum fúkurðum, fakka og að bleita. Mig langar að stúta þeim, deyða þá, drepa þá, keira þá, flippa þá strax. Gerir þetta bara til að svara þostanum, bitch. Komst mér á bræði og nú þær ég fix. Ég er svo þist, eins og ég sé mig og segði þetta listi kiss. Ekki reynir það heima, langar en ég fæ ekki að gleyma. Lofa hætta án þess að meina, hvað, meira, 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 meira. Mókið við rofnandi holdið, þar til að líkamann kofir hann moldin. Heyril í veinunum, brotnandi beinunum og vita skuldin en ennþá var goldin. Veit ég vond þetta venst, eitthvað svo tenst, veik, þú átt ekki séns. Ég er í fíling og þið hef ég valið, feigum leiðum þú rennur í hlaði.
Ég get í skrágat, snígunum opna, sér rúðuna brotna í horninu, handleggur, fótur, eyra, auga, lunga, tunga og fleira, niður í kjallara. Tek eitt skref lengra, brakkið í fjölunum brennur, barið á rúðuna. Tek skref tilbaka, kuldi í æðunum rennur og ljósið bygg, tek angur, stingur í kálfanum, glasöki, tek eftir hamra gólfinu, kast honum hrattinn, hann nýtir hann ekki svo fast og ég kasta mér aftur og bak. Hún er hraðari, pætur og hendur og festi mig, tekur upp hamarinn, tala við mig, lyftir hamrinn minn, beygir sig niður og kýst hann. Ég ætla að drepa þig.
Hey, welcome back. So we just saw the Daughters of Reykjavik, or us, perform the song "A Song to Kill Boys Too," which is
An amazing song.
great title. Now we have guests with us. GRÓA, which is a three-piece. Do you describe yourself as a punk band?
No. No.
Nice.
Or I was going to say that we have never like described ourselves, but we kind of described
Yeah,
we
we
would say
we would definitely say
we're a punk band. Yeah.
I think it's also I think it's every band because you know your music so well, but like it's so hard to and also like genres are just made in a, so that it's easier for people to market music
and
or
also
something.
like when you're not trying to like play like or write like in some genre like
inside some genre for sure. It's just what exactly. It's so strange to like make something and then other people are like, oh yes, this is what it is. So you're like, it's not that simple. Like it's so much more. Yeah, but I think that's what it says when you like Google you. It's like punk band.
Yeah, I think we would also say that.
No. Can you maybe just introduce yourselves a little bit? Like, maybe you can just introduce like each and every one of you, like one at a time, to say who you are, like what role you play in the band, and starting with you.
So my name is Hrafnhildur and I play the drums and sometimes vocals.
Nice.
My name is Frida and I am the bass player, and then I do also vocals.
I have to do like, I'm the best player. I was like, nice. I like that. Like that comes to this. I'm the best player.
Yeah, best player. I'm the best. And I play the bass.
And my name is Karolina and I am the singer, and sometimes I play guitar but not very often, and then I'm on the synth.
Nice. How did you guys meet in like mentaskóli or like
No,
in high
like
school?
me and Hrafnhildur are
They're sisters.
Oh, really?
Your sisters! Now I can see it.
Yeah, I'm 1 year on my younger.
Yeah.
And she's older.
Whoa,
Cool.
so you're almost like twins.
Yeah. We're
Almost.
Irish twins.
Yeah,
It's called Irish twins.
Really?
Because it's
When
like
there's 1 year apart.
Yeah.
but like
Or 14 months
14
or less.
months. And
We are 14 months.
14 years.
Yeah, I think so.
What? Then I have an Irish twin as well. I didn't know this. Too.
Well,
Yeah.
My
I think
brother.
so. I'm not
Why
sure about
14
it.
months?
I don't know. I just
Somebody tell us in the comment section why that is.
Yeah,
or we could Google it.
I'm 90% sure it's like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
1 year. I think
Okay,
it's 14
okay.
Okay,
months.
so you've known each other for a very long time.
Yeah.
And how?
And
All
then-
your life.
Then you came in our life when you were started to be her best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
we
like-
were playing like
The flute.
flute.
After speaking when we were like 8 years old or something.
Okay, so you've
Yeah.
known each other known each other for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And how did it come about that you decided to start a punk band?
The age-old question.
Yeah, I don't really know. We just started it.
Yeah.
I know at least I wanted to be in some kind of band. I didn't know what I wanted to play, but I like, and I think I talked to Hrafnhildur, and then we just nothing happened for a long time, and then we just started doing something at our homes, like on many months between when we did it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
Playing the
then
piano.
Yeah.
and then we like started to say like we are in a band now, like 2017. I think.
Yeah.
And did you like come up with a name then, or did you did that just happen? Yeah, you came up with a name then.
Yeah. Then we came.
And where does the name come from?
It's like how we are related in Íslendingabók. It's like because we can do it because we're sisters. So it's like the
If we put like my name and her or
Yeah,
her,
of course,
then
then it's sort of the
leads
same.
up to
Yeah,
a
it's
woman
like a
called
grandmother.
Yeah,
And
we were
how
like,
far up
we'll
is
find
it?
the name.
I think it's like
And that would be
seven.
it.
What do you say? Seven
Seven
generations.
generations.
Yeah, generations.
That's so
GRÓA.
clever.
What's her last name?
what's her.
What was it?
Oh,
I don't
oh my
remember.
God!
It was like
We need to check that out. What's the full name of the band?
Yeah, we decided. Full name. Yeah, we decided it would be either like the grandfather or the grandmother. Just what would sound better.
Yeah.
And we thought
And it was
GRÓA was a little bit better than
No, it's
Einar.
great.
Yeah.
Einar is sort of lame.
It makes
No
me.
offense to Einar.
No,
I know
no.
a lot of
It
great
makes
my
me think
father
of
names is
sheep
Einar.
though, because there was a song by Hjalmar called Kindin Einar.
Yeah.
yeah.
So good choice. I
We
would
also
say.
tried like
Yeah.
mixing them together, like Greinar, but GRÓA was always.
Yeah,
GRÓA
GRÓA is really cool.
It's really catchy and like
Yeah.
intriguing in some way.
Yeah.
It's also a great name. No, like I've been thinking so much about baby names because like 6 members of our band, or like our band has fluctuated a lot in members. Like it's been, when it was the most members, it was like 21 members, and now it's like 9 members. But like both like current and former members, total of 6 people have had children this year.
Oh,
Like
This
6
year?
Yeah, this
Wow.
year. Like 6 new daughters and sons of daughters of Reykjavik.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so.
So like
Granddaughters.
granddaughters of Reykjavik.
That's what we should be calling them.
I know. We are always calling them that,
The granddaughters of Reykjavik.
right?
Oh,
Are they all daughters?
No,
no.
but
There are some boys
we'll
there.
still just like call them
Grandchildren.
children of Reykjavik. No, but we've been like, so I've been to
Oh,
like
that makes us
2
sound so old though.
I like it. I am anticipating
You
becoming
don't have a
middle-aged.
age complex yet.
No.
And neither do you guys. but when you turn 25, which you will on Saturday, it will hit you so hard.
I don't think it's gonna hit me.
Yeah, just you wait for Saturday. It's gonna hit you.
Fine. But I was gonna say that I've been to like 2 naming parties in like a week or something. No,
Yeah.
okay, not 2 weeks. And then, so I've been just thinking constantly about baby names.
Yeah,
I'm always like, this sounds great with like Sökkudóttir. Because I really want to try and keep my name in the name.
So GRÓA is a very good name.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one.
We
Well
recommended that.
I wanted to talk, like, steer the conversation a bit towards so we have a topic in each episode. And so this episode the topic is based on the song that we performed earlier, which is called A Song to Kill Boys To, which is pretty aggressive in its title, I think. So we wanted to, like, talk about aggression in music and maybe, like, rebelism and activism in music. So I guess my first question would be, like, are those, like, themes that you connect with or, like, connect your band to in any way? Like, the act of, like, rebelism or speaking out or being...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
In
I
what
think it's
way?
also just a big part of it.
Yeah.
Just like the platform to like tell your or like say your ideas and and
Also where we decide to play. We've been playing like for No Borders and in Andrými and stuff.
Yes.
that's great.
So
Yeah.
so it's so great like to have the just platform to like or opportunity to like tell your what do you say? Opinions like
Exactly. That's
Yeah, and also just like in our attitude, I think. More on attitude than lyrics, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And was that something you were thinking about when you were starting the
No,
band?
no.
Or is that
it's
something
like,
that
it's like came like it's like
Came very
came,
naturally. And then it's more like people like were talking about us that we were like
You realized that it was true, or?
no like
kind of though.
yeah, hvað ég ætla að segja
Like we what were you gonna
þú
say?
veist að þú veist við pældum ekkert í því en þú veist síðan byrjaði fólk meira svona einhvern að segja við okkur
Yeah, you didn't realize, but people started noticing that you were doing it and started pointing it out to you.
It's kind of similar to what like we when we were starting, we were not like necessarily actively trying to be like, oh, we're gonna be this like feminist force of like you know the just poster children for Icelandic feminism or something. But then like that was just kind of pushed upon us. Also, just I think very often when women are like, well, I guess aggressive or like vocal or very loud or something, and then they're so often just like pushed into that category, which is like, I mean, I'm not complaining about it because I think it's really great that actually you get to have a voice and have a platform for your opinions. But I remember for a long time I was just like, oh my god, I'm just making music. Like, why does everything have to be so political?
So often about this.
And it's so frustrating not to have that space as well, to just be a musician. Always have to be like, oh, you're being this, you know, amazing
and also like
activist.
Like just like we often got like these comments like when we were playing, like the only comment after shows was like, oh, you're so brave, like
oh my god,
and we were like, because
you're such role models.
and so important. Then we just like
I'm
realized
just being bass.
What about our music?
And we had been like putting so much thoughts and
just sitting in our car,
we just wanted
like trying so much to
and we just
make
wanted to
something
like
cool.
know like how our music was. That was kind of weird.
But now I think we were definitely though really happy like that, like getting, you know, being like a kind of a role model or something like,
that's
and
like
being
so
like
great
more.
feeling.
I think it also like has made us more like making like feminism into our songs, I guess.
Like also, but
because of these comments also, it's like we started to think of it.
And like just like realize the problem. Kind of.
Exactly.
But then also like at the same time, like I remember when we were starting and we hadn't like we didn't like start and then decide like we are going to be this feminist pink band or something.
No.
But like people started like talking about this as a feminist band, even though we hadn't like never like
labeled yourself
as one. But that only because we were like.
But of course we are, you know.
But
like as person.
And that's also like when women basically do anything that's not. Well, I guess not within the stereotypical.
No.
Yeah, that's not inside the kitchen. Then it's considered feminism. Every time I walk into my living room, I'm like, this is an act of rebellism. But just the idea of basically women almost just playing instrument on stage is like an act of feminism in itself. Like, which I'm not opposed to that idea. Like, of course, it's great. Like that. Something that we have been stereotypically taught in many ways that we aren't supposed to be good at or something. We do actively, and also like to do it. I don't know if I guess one of the main like themes of punk in many ways is like amateurism and like being able to like perform without necessarily having mastered everything you're doing on stage and like the playfulness.
Yeah, I think we also do that like we often like play a new song even it's not finished and we just we'll just find a way.
Exactly.
Or take it again if we want to or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like that's also something that we, I guess unconsciously when we started, consciously in the sense that we were all just like trying out rapping and we'd never done it before and we were just like
playing our beats of
just like with all like some YouTube beats that we were like I guess we can just like use this or something and like we didn't know anything and we didn't have any real background in doing anything like it, so we were just like trying things out, but then just trying to be as fearless as we could in the sense of just like doing it on stage like in front of an audience and just not
but I just want to ask, but you have like studied, like you've gone to school to like study your instruments?
Not this instrument a lot.
Like we all played like
classical piano.
And then we
all of you?
Yeah,
all three of you?
Yeah. That's great.
And then we just like I think
and
I just
Karo
wanted
for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Karo's really good actually.
But like I also think like just the idea of being like have like a space when we're just free to do anything just to get some sound is like also so heillandi how to say that.
Charming.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then also I feel like because I started playing the bass for like 1 or 2 years and then I went studying it for a bit, but I felt like I felt also it was so fun to like play the bass before like I got to like know the technique. Because
just learn it by yourself, like finding the way you want to.
But it kind of sounds weird, but I felt like I could do more before I like learned. But still like I didn't. For the rules. It was like I could just do it like anything, and if I like it, then it's cool.
Is it about the just like the way you have to use all your fingers? Just, like, are you more caught up in the idea of having to do it right or something?
I think because like now I'm like then I was not as good, so I couldn't I kind of started like for a bit, but then I like quit going
studying.
to bass lessons. Like I was always trying to do my best, like do like some very cool, like because I could do more of that. But then I like didn't like then I wasn't like as up to like just doing something like
experimenting.
Like,
or
more
stupid or something like.
That's like that's also like such a funny thing about obviously this. When you have this raw energy or something going for your sound or your band, and then like inevitably you always get better by like doing more of it, and then you're like, shit,
I'm too good for this.
Exactly. No, but I think you're like, I feel like you guys definitely are. I mean, you seem like you're all very familiar with your instruments, but I just feel like there's still this like element of playfulness and like, just not necessarily. I'm just gonna like break the spell and say that because I really want to talk a little bit about the performance.
Okay.
But like you're supposed to be like performing later. Oh, the magic of
But we've already recorded it.
we already recorded the
Telling.
yeah, hence
Our
the setup
secrets.
being here. Yeah. But like I just noticed you being like I think you were talking about using the drum, like one of the toms to play, and you're like, where are you gonna play it? And you're like, I don't know. Which I love.
It was like, and we like wanted to practice a little bit before this here.
Yeah.
And we like went to our practice place, and I just started doing something there with Hrafnhildur. I was like, oh, I want to do that in the
in the recording.
In the recording, and then we just took the tom with us in the car.
Yeah.
Nice.
It sounded really good.
It was great. I just thought
You're
it
in
was
for a treat, audience.
yeah. No, it was
Notice when
just-
she does the drums.
I just really loved it, and there was just no also with like your reaction was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Your reaction to her not knowing where to do that, which I would probably freak out if I was you. I would be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, we sometimes do that. Like if Karo is in a mood, she can always grab like
just like
a
I just
drumstick
have
and
like a
join.
drumstick with me on
Ah.
stage, and like if I want
That's
to do something,
great.
I'll just like.
I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna take from this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like, do you find this term? I guess I'm not sure how much people like put this on you, like this idea of amateurism in your music, just because of I guess like your sound or like what punk's associated with. But like, is it a term that you find like freeing, or do you find it scary to like do something that's like?
Or annoying that people call you amateurs, or
I don't know. It's like a term I've thought so much about because it's been associated so much with our band, like when we began, and then like it's been something that we've always wanted to like either break out of or like embrace, and I feel like it goes both ways. But I don't know. Is it something you've thought about? Like,
No, I think we've not thought much about it before this, but I definitely relate to it, and I think personally I find it really freeing. Yeah.
I think that's so great.
Yeah.
And I feel like that means there's something that has changed because I felt like just finding that term freeing a few years ago was like an impossible task, you know?
Yeah.
Because it was just so loaded with this idea that
women had to be perfect.
yeah,
basically.
you had to be perfect to like if you're gonna say something, like if you're gonna open your mouth, you better have something super refined, important to say, you know.
Also, just fight that idea in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
But
Yeah,
I
when
think
we were
it's great.
starting, I think it was like much more aware of like that I wanted to have like everything perfect. Even if it was just how I looked while playing, because it's really difficult to be playing the drum and don't like look like an idiot. And also like what I was playing, but you know, now I think we make like when we're playing live, we like make 10 mistakes or more, you know. It's set.
Doesn't matter.
And you know, then we just like look at each other.
But I think it's also just like a part of our set.
Yeah,
sometimes.
definitely.
That's
And also find a way out of it and like improvising something out of it.
I feel like also like like there's huge difference like how I like feel on stage like just now and then like 2 years ago when we were starting, because like I knew then I like knew like how I wanted to be. I just like wanted to be completely free and just like do whatever I want, and like but there was still like I had to like do it perfectly. Like if I was going to like scream or jump or something, then it had to be like the right way or something, which
perfect
like
loudness.
it's super like perfect loudness,
Perfect
which
scream.
makes no sense. But what I like learned more was like just it doesn't matter like if you like are having fun or like want to do something and it comes out this way or another, like just do it.
I've tried so many failed crowd surfs in our time.
It's also just so.
I think that's probably like the lamest thing you could do, like everybody, and then like
I've never crowd surfed, I
ultimate
think, because
failure.
of this fright. But
I recommend it.
yeah, but I think like it's also so, you know, irrelevant so often, like how you feel, how well you're performing in terms of like timing or exact loudness of your scream or something, and then like if you just weren't I don't know, often that would get you more in your head or something, and then people afterwards will not respond to it as well or something. And then so I've so often had concerts where I feel like I failed a lot because I technically failed, but I was like really confident or active or something, and then people are like, oh my god, your performance was so amazing. I guess what I'm saying is that you usually, like, the things you don't expect are often the things that people are most intrigued by seeing. And the things you can think of ahead of time are often the things that the people will notice the least, you know?
That's true.
And doing everything perfectly is boring. So, yeah, in that spirit, I think you guys are great. And also,
I also
in
think
all
it's
other
like,
spirits. But
I think like it's so like hvernig segir maður svona þægilegra? More comfortable and like took so much stress away, like when we like started to think just a lot more, like make every mistake like welcome, just like have it a part of the show or of the performance, like not like
I also think that it's just like more exciting for the audience if you know to see that it's real and it's live. If you like make a mistake, then everyone, oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, and then maybe not do it or do it.
Another part of it is like we've so often like been doing some like mistake on stage or something, and then like afterwards just realizing it was kind of cool and like just do it next time.
And also like working around the mistake, like doing it again. Like, in a song or like
or if someone does a voice crack, then you know someone just adds another voice crack.
That's great.
That's beautiful.
I'm like learning so much from you guys. I'm like,
it's basically improv.
I think it's like one of my favorite moments like playing live was like when I did a voice crack somewhere. And I like heard like you just did the same, and I didn't.
I just thought it was so funny. I started like laughing, and I had to do it too. It was so good.
That's so cool. Yeah. Oh my god.
Instead of me and Fríða would just look at Kara, just what the fuck?
Super angry.
So I have to ask you, when you're making music, and like going on stage, like, are you, like, what drives you?
I think it's a lot of different things, you know. It can't be just something from school, you know, we're just tired of school.
What do you mean by drives you?
Like, is it something like that you're like, oh, I really have a like urge to say something, or is it like, oh, I really want to have fun, or like I just really want to play instruments?
On my job, I think it's like the having fun part, and also like
when we're making.
Like this, or are you talking about making the music, or like
or going on stage? It's just like, why are you
I think it's
doing?
like on my like the satisfaction when we make something we just really like the sound of. I think that's like the part that drives me the most. And I just
and also like I remember once we really wanted to like make a really good song, and it was really difficult, and we were just so tired, and oh my god, it's so hard and everything. And then we finally got it. We were so happy. We were playing it just like with like huge smile on our face. And then
was a song Jetpack.
It was a song Jetpack Step, and we were so happy with it. Yeah, kind of. I guess. And after that, we were so happy, and we just made the song like in 3 minutes, just a constant dancing song.
Having been like in
and
that's because we like had this feeling.
And that was like just a dancing song because we were so in the mood.
I love that song. It's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you guys so much for this chat.
Thank you for having us.
And so now they're gonna play, which they haven't done already. So can you tell maybe what the song is called? It's unreleased, right?
It's unreleased, and it's like I think it has 2 names. We've not decided which name it is, but it's Fljúga ljúga or Hvað að.
Okay.
I just say it like 50-50, like, oh no, we can play like Fljúga ljúga.
It's a great song.
So it's either
it's
like
nice, you know, because it's called sometimes Hvað að, and it's just like what's the matter,
wrong?
What's wrong, or something.
What's the matter?
And we just like change the lyrics just based on what we think is wrong.
Like at each time.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes we think like
if you would play the song tomorrow, if you would play tomorrow and there's something else wrong, you would change the lyrics.
Maybe change the lyrics.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, this is like an interactive song, sort of. I don't know. That's
so
great.
it's like always like gives you an idea of what's going on in your life.
It's like a mood check. Yeah. You should start every concert with it then. Just like, we're laying out that this is how we're feeling.
Like talking about their feelings.
Yeah.
Well, I love that idea in general for a song. It's like the mood check song. Like, to start a concert and they're like, okay, they're all hungover, like shit. Let's go to a different concert.
So that's from your
third album.
Upcoming
album.
Yes.
Great. I'm so excited to hear it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Ding ding ding. Thank you guys for watching and have fun seeing them play the mood song.